So hello everyone. So today I'm joined with Eldon. He's the Executive Vice President at Rigid Hitch. And then we have Blythe, who's the Marketing Analyst. So hi guys, how are you guys doing today?
Very
Good.
well.
Yeah, great. And so let's get started. So you guys are running a complex operation, right? So you have Magento, ERP, you're working with multiple different sites, with multiple different agencies. I just want to hear the honest version of you. Like how has Klizer been part of that ecosystem?
We are an e-commerce business, and we don't really have in-house IT. So we rely heavily on Klizer and their ability to do the IT programming that we need to upkeep our websites, as well as our ERP system. And Klizer is a very big part of our operation.
Klizer is a critical part of our operation, and I would say a shout out to Klizer for managing all the different pieces very fluidly and simply. Flexible. Yeah.
Thank you for that. And I know we discussed about checkout and Bolt, right? So can you walk us through before what was breaking and how it was costing you, and then how quickly that did change, right? And how Klizer handled it.
So our checkout process before we went to this third-party checkout, the new one, which is a product called Bolt, we had an iframe architecture for our checkout. It was cumbersome. Our customers did not like it at all. It was outdated technology, really. It was really 1990s technology because we never really did anything to upgrade our checkout process. And we were losing a third of our customers. They would fill their cart with our product, and when they got to our checkout page and they saw that iframe, they just left. So they were willing and ready to buy, but we scared them off with an antiquated checkout process that was cumbersome and looked dated. And so we went with Bolt, and again, Klizer did a lot of the heavy lifting with getting that going. And the difference was really night and day. It was overnight. It was immediate, the response. We have 3 different websites. On one of them, our conversion rate jumped
40%?
40%. One jumped almost 60%. And then our B2B site, which we didn't expect to see much of a change at all, really, because we expected that the checkout was really affecting the B2C customers. But we were surprised, even on our B2B site, we saw about a 9% jump in conversions. So it was a huge improvement for us.
And Klizer worked with Bolt to have a flawless execution. It launched as planned, on time, with no glitches.
Great, and jump in 40 is a huge number and it impacts the business.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. And moving to the next one, so you're running multiple specialist partners across the team, right? So you have an agency for SEO, CRO, sales, and with Klizer coordinating on the technical layer with all of these other agencies and partners. How does that actually work in practice, right? And what do you think about that? How we have been doing?
For us, it's working. It is a bit challenging. It is to have all these different organizations that are working with all these separate pieces. But we've come across now what we consider to be a team that really seems to be working well for us. And Blythe does a very good job of kind of coordinating and getting everybody together and getting them on the same page. She's the one that feeds them the data that they need, that really points Klizer and or our SEO firm or our advertising firm, gets them pointed in the right direction of what we need to do next, what maybe is lacking, and where we need to shore things up.
Klizer, I will say, I think I just said this earlier, but they are really good at getting to know everybody and they're flexible about hearing feedback from some of our other vendors and working with them directly, which is great because I don't have to be the middleman, which is wonderful.
And you managing all these agencies, right? How does your day-to-day life look like? This is that, okay, this has to go to this, and how do you manage all that?
Also, I love the Basecamp tool that Klizer has, where we can track issues from beginning to end. It's really useful and a nice way to do things. And it helps me manage all the then I pull different people in to different threads, which is nice and helpful.
And at what point did you or did you not feel like, Klizer is not just another vendor, but they're actually part of your team? You can be honest.
We had struggles, honestly, in the past. I think it really came together, it really gelled when we were going through the process of onboarding Bolt, that new checkout process, because they had a very sharp team. They had a very good working relationship with us. They had a very good working relationship with Klizer. And I think all of us benefited from that relationship. We learned a lot. Klizer learned a lot. We learned a lot about what technical firms like Klizer need from us. We weren't providing Klizer the best information. And going through that process of onboarding Bolt, we were just like, oh, okay, this is where we can improve how we're communicating to Klizer, which then improves Klizer's response. So I really feel like
that was a game changer.
That was a game changer, yeah. That changed you from being a vendor to being a partner.
Yeah, and I think what Eldon said earlier, that we don't really have an IT team here, and Klizer steps up and they are our go-to, our first call with any technical issues, and they've been good at holding our hands.
Thank you for the feedback, right? And we are also very happy and excited to work along with you. So I've heard from Adlai, like working with you guys, so that's great.
Yeah, that is good, because we do get stressed when the site, anything happens with the site. I don't think I bring my best self to the situation. Sometimes it's a little bit hair on fire.
In our industry, our busy season is very short. And so if anything goes wrong during our busy season, we can't afford to lose a day, let alone a week, or every minute of that busy season counts. So it's all about response time and getting our problem fixed as quickly as possible.
Totally agree. And it's natural, right? But things are on fire. It's the human nature. And how has Klizer's response time been with you guys? Are you guys happy with it? Or is it something that we need to improve on?
I think lately that's been greatly improved. Again, probably because we're providing you better information. So you don't have to try and... I think we were putting you in a position where you were trying to guess what our problem was, where now we're providing you with the right kinds of information so you're able to more quickly pinpoint what our trouble is and then get to the root cause of it. The second Friday of every month, having that as an ongoing day off for you guys, I understand that, but that causes problems compounded by the fact that we're in the United States and you're in India and there's time differences. And so, yeah, it would be beneficial. You guys do a good job of accommodating us. You usually have one of your team members that's available for us on that second Friday. And we appreciate that. But if I could have anything I wanted out of this relationship, maybe have a US-based person that we can contact on our time, and that way we're not bothering you guys in the middle of the night and we don't have to wait till the next business day to get things moving.
I would say one piece feedback would be communication, which is probably just my style, but I like to know from when we find a problem, I don't want to wait 2 days to hear it's solved. I need updates along the way. And I think we've worked that out with the team, but I'm like, hey, what's happening? So but I think that's a personal style and something that we've worked out.
And to your point, right? So we can have someone. So we do have a few devs who work in US. So we can have them be there, like on standby for support whenever something goes wrong, right? So I can talk to Rajesh about it and see, right? So we can plan it. And for constant communication, I think that's very valid. And I'll see, right, if we can get you onto Slack as well, so that or if you guys are using Teams or anything, right? So we can be there so that instead of waiting for an email or anything, right, we can quickly send you a message right there and give you updates. We can do that as well. So we've been doing, so we can do that.
I don't mind the posting to Basecamp because then we also have a record of it. I don't know Slack, but it's nice to see the process because sometimes a similar problem will come up again and then we can go back to that train. Maybe Slack does that. We don't use it, but anyway, I do like that. But we've worked out the communication style mostly, I think.
And email, so we can make sure going forward onwards, even if it's a quick update, hey, we're working on it. We'll let you know,
exactly.
Right? So that
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah.
We can do that.
Yeah, it's nice to know, especially on that second Friday.
Yeah.
It's nice to get a response. Hey, I got the email. I see you're having an issue. We're on it. We're working on it.
Yeah.
We can do that, and also we can work on someone on the US time zone who's working from your side.
Rajesh did introduce me to, I think his name is Brad.
Yeah, Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we do have that contact. We haven't had to use him yet, but
Okay. That's great then. If that's already
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah. Moving on to, right, so looking back at the projects that we have delivered, what business outcomes or improvements have had the highest or biggest impact in your organization?
well, Bolt again. That checkout process has been huge.
We just worked through a very complex issue that launched last night on 2 sites and tonight on another site, and where all these different scenarios generate different shipping charges based on what you have in your cart. And it was very complex. I mean, many different options. Do you get FedEx? Can you pick it up locally? Does it go truck freight, or et cetera? And it took us a long time on our end and your end to sort of tease it out. But we launched this morning and it was flawless again, and I expect that will have a very big impact on our business. I hope.
Thank you for that. And as you think the future of your e-commerce store, and where do you see the biggest opportunities for growth are? What's your roadmap look like, and how do you see us, Klizer, being there to support you on that?
Well, our growth really, it shows we started as a company that only sold B2B. And we were that way for the first almost 60 years of our existence. With the advent of the internet and online shopping, we quickly realized that we need to go to B2C, and that's really where our growth is indicated. I think that's the future of our business, is going to be more B2C. We will continue to support our B2B customers for as long as we possibly can. But again, the advent of online shopping, it's getting tougher and tougher in that segment of our industry. So yeah, the big growth for us is going to be B2C.
One thing that I would love to see Klizer help us with more is the best practices.
Yeah.
If we're not doing them, to say, hey, we work with a lot of clients and we think you could really benefit from doing this way.
Thank you for that. I think so for best practices, we can definitely work with you on that. We position ourselves as subject matter expertise, right? So we need to make sure everyone understands, because technology is new and you guys know your business better, we know technology better, so we can help you bridge that gap.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like the checkout thing, if someone had sort of called, or like when you just walked us through that AI model,
Yeah.
I couldn't have told you how we could use it or how we could do better with it. But so if you did the same sort of thing for just our whole user interface and user experience would be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll definitely do that. Yeah, so that's all the questions I had for today. Any last words before we close out?
No, looking forward to continued good work together.
Yeah.
And flawless execution.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, even we are excited as well. So yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for giving your time and also helping with the video.
Yeah.
Really, really helpful. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Pleasure.
Thank you.